I want to become teacher because in world there everyone don't get same equal education.
There are two types of kids in the world. The one that have opportunities and the one that don't. It's like they live in two different centuries. Technology is bringing a lot of people closer, but it's creating also a huge gap between now the one that have information and the one that don't. And it would level the play field in a way. We just not want them to learn. We want them to learn relevant things that would help them have a better future. These give kids the opportunity to learn things in different ways. So it opens up the way and education can be taught, and how kids learn.
I was getting lower marks, but this time I'm improving in the classroom. I'm getting higher marks.
Hello everybody, my name is Jamie Alexandre and I'm one of the co-founders of Learning Equality. I spent my PhD studying how people learn, and I was excited by the potential of education technology, but frustrated that it wasn't reaching those who could most benefit. This is Jonathan. He lives in the mountains of Guatemala. He's smart and he's curious, and he would benefit from online resources like Khan Academy. But like half the world today, he doesn't have access to the internet, either at school or at home. To bridge this gap, Learning Equality worked with a Guatemalan organization named FUNCEPA. They had the local expertise and the team on the ground in Guatemala. Learning Equality had an innovative technology that addressed their needs. Together, we brought online-style learning to offline schools like Jonathan's around Guatemala. The need is huge. Around the world, 1 in 3 children and youth are either not in school at all, or they're in school but not achieving basic numeracy and literacy. And education technology depends on reliable internet for the most part, but half the world is still offline. That leaves 400 million who could benefit from the technology that we're building. So because this problem is so huge, we're focused on designing solutions that are scalable and sustainable. We build open source software that anyone can use for free. We bring together a huge wealth of free and open content that's already available online, and also work with partners to develop new content. It can all run on existing legacy hardware or on new low-cost devices, things like the Raspberry Pi. And it can all be used completely offline. But if there is some connectivity, we can take advantage of that as well. With support from funders like Google.org and Hewlett Foundation, we worked with a key set of partners to pilot and prove the concept. And because demand is so high and the model is open, organizations around the world have independently picked it up and run with it, reaching over 6 million learners. But there are still hundreds of millions waiting. Our goal is to reach 20 million learners by the end of 2022. We're currently raising $4 million to make more content available in learners' own languages, to build critical features that we identified during the piloting, and to work with institutional partners to implement at scale. For $2,000, you can help us transform a low-resource school into a vibrant hub for learning with a wealth of content and tools. I do this work because I believe that education is a fundamental human right. And over the past decade, I've seen so much being invested into education technology, but it's not reaching those who need it most. Now is the time for us to come together and deliver on the promise of quality, universal education. So I invite you to join us in building a more equitable future where everyone can flourish. Thank you.